catch up. Go ahead. Hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning in a special edition SC Sports World. Got a great show planned for you. Steel City Luke here. I got Claudia Rosano, Fillmore, RW, Ralph Williams, Big Rome, and Smoking Jim is with us as well. What's going on, fellas?
How's everything?
I'm excited.
Great day for a great day.
Trying to get the right room for the sound here today. Yeah, man, you've been in 8 different rooms. We saw your whole mansion, Claudio. I like the tour, but I'm glad you settled on a spot right now. But a lot to talk about, man. One, we got the big Steelers victory on Monday night, man. They probably played their most complete game of the season. Offense looked good, defense looked good, special teams, So, hey, let's get started. Claudio, what you got for us in your huddle up?
All right, George Benson had a song years ago, and he said one of the lyrics was, "I believe the children are our future." So congratulations to Jacoby, Dupree, and Simone and Luther for Jacoby graduating. It seemed like yesterday he was a freshman, so it's kind of hard to believe. Right. And then my daughter's graduating this Friday from Duquesne, so
congratulations
I'm for that too. Thank you. So, well, I didn't do anything, but other than say, great job. But yeah, so congratulations to the families.
Appreciate that.
All right.
Smoking Jim, what you got for us now, Jim? Claudia started off real positive, so we'll see what you going with this.
Hey, just like fine wine, I can't wait to get to victory number 9. One victory away from my dream season. Hey, congratulations to Coach Mike Tomlin. He's 2 victories away from being the Steelers' all-time winningest coach. He's the 10th winningest coach of all time. 2 victories away. Hey, it's amazing how I'm the only one on the planet, Luther and Claudio, that predicted that Bud Crawford, I guaranteed Bud Crawford would beat Earl Spence. And now all of a sudden, because I thought that he couldn't beat Canelo, now all of a sudden I don't like Crawford. I'm surprised that he's retiring, because right now he could really make a lot of money, unlike the $10 million he made against Canelo.
Jim, stop that.
Lastly, Micah Parsons won't be helping Green Bay in the playoffs. I told you guys before that was a bad trade for Green Bay. You got a disgruntled wolf man that don't want to be in Green Bay. Let me give you guys a picture of the next 6 months and how Green Bay is going to hate this guy. Number one, he's not going to use Green Bay's team doctors. He's going to use his own doctors. He will not get the operation in Green Bay. He won't spend any time with the team in Green Bay. There will be a lack of communication as far as his rehab is concerned. And I tell you what, sometimes an ACL for athletic kid, an ACL in your career. So again, Micah Parsons, $188 million guaranteed contract. What a waste.
Wow. That's what you have to say, Jim. I disagree. Injuries happen. He caught an ACL just like Patrick Mahomes. But let's give full credit. Bud Crawford, one of the all-time greats, is retiring. It's a big loss for the sport, man. This guy has done everything. 42-0, 3-time undisputed in the four-belt era. No man has done that. He's done it 3 times. he's put on a great show, man, Jim. I think you're upset because he really just dominated your favorite fighter, and I think you're having a tough time gripping with that. But
Luther, do you really think he's going to stay retired?
Well, unless somebody comes with that $100 million contract, I think he is going to stay retired. And he's 38 years old. Hasn't taken a whole lot of wear and tear. Biggest fights, none. His biggest fights, he completely dominated those guys. So I don't think there's much more that he could do. I think he's just that dominant of a fighter. And it's sad to see him go, but he gets to spend time with all his kids. He's got a lot of them. So I'm happy. I'm happy for Bud, man. Just you deserve credit. 42-0. His stable is excellent. He's done a lot for the sport. Fought on every network, Top Rank, BBC, to the Zone, and he's made a lot of money. So I'm happy for him. He gets out healthy with all his, faculties in place. So I'm excited, man. No other way to go out is undefeated and a 3-time undisputed champ. Jim, all that stuff you said was nonsense. Happy for the guy. He's an all-time great. He's the greatest of this era. I was one of the ones that thought Spence could give him a little challenge. Didn't happen. I wish Spence would have fought him before he had that accident, but Bud made easy work of him. So kudos to Bud Crawford, one of the all-time greats, Jim. And I'm happy I got to see his whole career. I feel kind of old seeing all these guys retire like this, but it is what it is, man. He's one of the all-time greats. All right, that being said, let's jump into this Monday night game. Big victory. I think most of us had them winning this, but they made easy work out of the Dolphins, and I was excited about it. Looks like Tua's, they beat the Dolphins so bad, Tua's going to be put on the bench for the rest of the year, and his career in Miami is probably over. And now one of the rumors is one of his possible landing spots, if you can believe it, is with the Steelers. I don't like it. I don't think that should happen, but we'll see. Vikings, Jets, Raiders, Steelers.
I get Mac Jones before I get him.
I get a lot of people before I get him, but that's the rumor.
I get Phillip Rivers before I get him.
Oh my gosh, Phillip. Yeah. Hey, Big Red, why don't you give us your thoughts on this Miami game now? Get us started.
They started off slow, but I think they played a complete game, like you said earlier. They took advantage of the middle of the field. They really took advantage of the tight ends, which I was happy for. So they're spreading the ball out. We still ain't running it like we used to in a complete game, but Gainwell, he got out. And I like the effort that he was putting out there. We had a third string left tackle, Dylan Cook.
Yes.
Dylan Cook did not allow a pressure the entire game. This is their statistics. I might have seen one that you could count as a pressure, but they said statistically he did not land a pressure the entire game. We needed that kind of effort. We gave up a couple, I don't know, for lack of a better term, lackluster touchdowns at the end of the game, but for the most part, we showed up and balled.
Yeah.
I don't care about what they're talking about as far as injuries on their side. Whatever the case may be, we showed up and showed out against a really talented running back. So I'm happy for the effort. We did that with some injuries in certain spots. So it was definitely a bright spot to win back-to-back games. I like what we did out there.
Absolutely. All right. Ralph, then I'm going to go to Fillmore. Ralph, what were your thoughts on this game?
Well, it was a complete game, as you mentioned, and as Big Road just mentioned as well. I'm not going to say that it wasn't. Chris Boswell pretty much had the night off, except for kickoffs and extra points. I like the fact that we scored touchdowns and no field goals. That's what I like. And, you have to look at it. 4 touchdowns, 28 to 15. And then we stopped them from getting 2-point conversions, which was good. All right. That means they couldn't get any extra points on the field. And Mike McDaniel has pretty much almost saved his job by winning the 4 games he won before he came to play the Steelers. And if he would have really beat the Steelers, he really would have saved his job. So, but anyway, I did like the effort in the game, and I hope that this week against the Detroit Lions, we do the same thing. So, and we're at Ford Field with the same record as Detroit. And I told everybody that Detroit was going to fail without their coordinators. They're 8-6, just like the Steelers. They're not as dominant as they were last year. And, we'll see what we can do against Detroit. I think we can win this game.
Okay. All right, I like that. Fillmore, I'm going to come to you in 1 second, man. I did want to show Arthur Smith. I like what he added a little more creativity. I like having Jonnu Smith in the backfield. Great blocking. I mean, the double team, Washington, Spencer, and Thielen. Thielen, while he's not making a lot of, catches, he's doing a lot of great things in the passing game and in the blocking game. There you see he made a key block as well. I think Big Rome mentioned it as well. Dylan Cook making his first start, didn't give up any pressures. His technique was good, as we see here. I was impressed. You got to give the offensive line coach some credit, the coaching staff some credit, Smoking Jim. You see how he just, passed off the guy and stopped the blitzer. And then even in the running game, he was instrumental. Going to the second level, getting a key block here to help Gainwell. And it was masterful to watch. Hayward, I know I've been on him about it, but he played another good game, 2 in a row. Got another sack, was taking on doubles, hustling. Look at him running down the field, making key tackles. And Patrick Queen, again, he had another good game. There you see again, Hayward taking on 2 blockers and making the tackle. Very impressive. And Aaron Rodgers still has the strength. Look at Mika getting thrown off. And you see little Calvin Austin finishing off Mika Fitzpatrick. Once again, Thielen with another block. And Gainwell, very underrated. Is he the number one? And I think this might have been the play of the game. After this interception, Tua's confidence was gone. Asante Samuel Jr. got the start, got an interception. 2 things I want to know. Do you think Pierre's going to get a spot back? Asante's playing very well out there. The pedigrees, a top draft pick, already got an interception. And is Kenneth Gainwell really the number one running back? I mean, he's doing it in the passing game and the running game. I know Jalen Warren came into the game sick, but he balled out. Kenneth Gainwell's been balling out every time he gets in there. All right, Phil, let me let you jump in there.
To answer your question on that about Gainwell, one, I do think Gainwell is the de facto number one, no matter what the depth chart says on ESPN or NFL.com. We've seen he has more touches than Jalen Warren, not just running but also in passing. We heard repeatedly that he is the second leading receiver for the Steelers, so that will make him the number one go-to guy out the backfield. And guess what? They're only paying him like $1.2 million for it. He's getting paid like he's a special team gunner, and he's produced more yards than anybody else on the team. So that's good job, Con, man, and you gotta give credit to the scout team about that. I've been giving my man PQ5. He got the name PQ5 today.
Gave him a nickname already? All right.
Because I've been giving him work all season, man. But today he finally played like a middle linebacker, a green dot guy. He had 10. I think he had 10 or 11 tackles. He had 9 solo tackles. He led the team in tackles for loss. That's what we needed from the starting middle linebacker when you first came in from the Ravens. I gave him a lot of stuff. I jump on his case all the time, but I have to give him his credit when he does good. And I don't know what happened in the last 2 weeks, but there's a foul under his butt, and I appreciate that. And they meant to give Freiermuth more passes, more touches. So, but absolutely. I'm glad they involved him in the game. I think he got 2 or 3 receptions. I wish he would have had more, and I wish he'd be in the game more than Jonnu Smith. Because John, he's a great athlete, but he catches the ball with two fists. So I don't need him in the game at all, playing, man. But hey, good job to Tomlin and the coaching staff. The fire Tomlin chants have subsided some, but people are still saying fire Tomlin even though they're in the league. People are weird.
Absolutely. Hey, Jim, you still with us? Let me jump into the comments real quick. We got a couple. Black Prez. Oh, shoot. Black Prez is in a trade. TJ Watt. All right. JMD, salute. Salute. Who to go? Hey, salute. We got, okay, Vicky. How you doing, Vicky? And, of course, make sure you call this show. Jay Gibson. What's up, Jay? Black Prez. Dolphins lost because they practiced at Joe Walt. All right, Black Prez. Call 412-530 to participate in the conversation. I'm going to put that number up there, too. Make sure you give us a call. Smoking Jim, what you got for us, Jim?
Hey, first of all, Kwame Bryant said to tell you hi, Lou.
Who?
Hey, Kwame Bryant. Remember Kwame Bryant?
The basketball player? Oh, okay. The all-around for Bashir. Okay, yeah. All right. That's what's up.
And after your opening, I'm going to start calling you to talk to the team, Luther. Hey, listen, it's amazing that the Pittsburgh Steelers was able to stop the run without the fat first-round bust Derek Harmon. Hey, listen, it's Cook's job. I've seen enough of Cook at left tackle that Broderick Jones is going to have to go to right tackle.
What?
And the rookie Samoan is going to have to play guard his natural position. Hey, man, this Cook's the natural, man. Don't forget, he was a high school quarterback and threw for 3,000 yards his senior year, man. The guy's a super athlete. He got great feet. And I tell you what, it's his job, man, to lose, man.
After one game.
I don't. How much more you need to see, Lou?
More than one game?
Well, I might be with Jim on this one, man. I might be with Jim.
Yeah. Thanks for more. So, hey, look here, Lou. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers is the only team that's playoff eligible that hasn't peaked. I don't think the Steelers are playing 50% of their capabilities. They're nowhere near peaking. Look at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's going the other way. The Pittsburgh Steelers defense can continue to get better. Number one, I never said Myers couldn't coach, the offensive line coach.
It sure sounded like you said that.
I said the two bums that they had before Myers couldn't coach. You know what I mean?
Here you go.
And I was proven to be right, but Myers always thought was a good coach. He always had young offensive linemen. What can you do with young offensive linemen?
Develop them.
Be patient. But be patient, and it looked like he's doing that.
All right. Hey, listen, we gotta.
Hey, one more thing, Lou. Every back that gets in the game is good, except for that rookie bust third round. I tell you what. John Smith is ahead of me.
Jim, you're a character. All right. I'm not giving up on the rookie again. It's his first year. You know,
and Connor Hayward playing Wildcat. How about that, huh?
Hey.
Connor Hayward playing Wildcat.
There you go. Hey, let's jump to the phone lines. Mark, are you there?
Yes, sir. How you guys doing, man?
Excellent.
Hey, Mark.
Thanks for the call, Mark.
Good. Hey, listen. Unbelievable game. They were firing on all cylinders. Of course, I enjoyed seeing us just dominate for change. But I think Miami gave up the second half. The announcer mentioned something, I want to say in the third quarter, and he put out a statistic and said that Miami, I think, they don't do well when they play in areas that are 40 degrees and below.
Right.
And when he said that, I said, okay, they're cold. You know what I mean? They're cold. They're just ready to. They're ready to give it up. And I take my hat off to all the players on the field. That weather was brutal.
Yeah.
And they were running around in short sleeves and just really running and hitting it hard. So, I mean, they do all that for the entertainment, and it's just good to know. It's good to watch. But, hey, Luther, I got to make a suggestion to the crew. Whatever it is, can y'all turn up the volume on Smoking Jim? I know my eyes are squinching. I got to go. But hey, Jim, you like my kids used to tell me. They said, Pops, they told me about 8 years ago, Pops, don't you ever pull out a cricket flip phone in front of my I didn't know the technology, and I wasn't getting across too well. But listen, man, Jim, you got some comments that I'm missing out on, bro. I can't hear. You know what I mean? Can you? So I don't know what I got to do, Luke. You know what I mean? But turn it up, Jim, because I know you got some zingers that I'm not getting. I can hear all the other guys pretty good, but I can't hear you. Can you speak to that, Lou, or can you take him out of the box or whatever it is? I don't.
I've been trying to take him out of the box. He won't upgrade his phone. If you saw his phone, you know why it sounds like this. I've been trying. We got him up all the way, and I don't know if he's whispering or where Jim is.
Sure, I'm taking the collection to get him one.
There you go. Jim, you got to do something about that phone, man. Or you could stream it like the rest of us. There you go. There's a hint, Jim.
Listen, Jim, we need your comments, man, because you had a couple of good zingers over the year that you had me on the floor, man, and I don't want to miss out on none of it. You know what I mean? I can hear the other guys real clear. And if I turn my phone a certain way when you speak, I already got it all the way up when you speak, but I just can't hear you. So we got to change, got to do something about that, Jim. Please, Smoking Jim, I appreciate it. But, man, I am feeling really good about the game. I'm feeling good about the team. I just think it's amazing how things always seem to end up. Here we are at the end of the season. I bet you the most expensive tickets will be the Pittsburgh-Baltimore tickets. Those things will be going for hundreds of dollars, my guess, when they play here. And, I mean, if you're talking about marketing from the NFL standpoint, boy, they know how to really, really do it. And once again, I think Baltimore might be a little angry. And if we're not on the top of the line, man, they could come in here and hand it to us. So I'm excited. But I don't know who was that just shared the salary of what's his name. Is that all?
Yeah,
That's all. That's it. That's all he's making.
Oh my God! Minimum wage. Wow. Well, listen, he is a hell of an athlete, a hell of a runner. And once again, 2 weeks ago, they were talking bad about the defensive coordinator. Man, did he play in this game?
Yeah.
He played the games. They looked thirsty. They were holding on when they were tackling. You know what I mean? And so it's good. The last thing is, every game that we played for the last 3 games, man, they mentioned some names coming out of the backfield. I never heard of these guys. But these guys were quick. This guy, Edwell or Ed Dunell, the running back, I mean, this guy was fast. And even the announcer told him, why are you abandoning the run? That's been your bread and butter for the last 4 weeks. And I agree with him, man, because this guy had the ability to make you miss. And by the time you go to get him, he's 14 yards down the field. And I don't know why they didn't keep up with him. But it's good to know that there are some cats out here. Well, I mean, I don't follow that much. But, man, when these no-name guys come up here and really put their names on the chart here in the city, it makes you sit up and think. So, listen, I'm excited about it. I just think very soon they're going to start to say, TJ who?
Well,
they didn't miss him at all. You're right.
They didn't miss a beat with him. Hey, man, and listen, I'll listen. I want to hear your prediction for this coming week. And being a short week, do you think it could impact the players at all. And I'd like to hear your comments about that. Turn up the volume, Jim.
All right, appreciate the call, Mark. Always a pleasure. Hey, Smoker Jim, you want to address that? TJ Watt wasn't missed at all this last game, by the way.
Well, all I got to say is on Ralph's show we have no problem. So I got the technician's fault.
You low there too, Jim. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, TJ Watt's the greatest killer of all time.
Oh my God.
Money that he made.
Stop it, Jim.
What he did presently is what he did in the past. This guy's a stacking machine. Him and Miles Garrett and Reggie White and Bruce Smith are the four greatest stackers of all time.
Lawrence Taylor?
Along with Deacon Jones. No, Lawrence Taylor only had 132 sacks. That's the best.
He changed the game for outside linebackers, Jim.
They didn't pass as much then either.
Well, Will Chamberlain had 100 points in one game, so I'm not going to talk about somebody that had 55 points in the game. Lawrence Taylor's great. I'm talking about sacks.
The greatest.
I'm talking about in terms of sacks is Deacon Jones, Reggie White, Bruce Smith, Miles Garrett, and T.J. Watt.
Jim, were they even keeping sacks all like that during Deacon Jones' record? During his career? No.
Deacon kept them.
Yep, okay. You just make up stuff, Jim. You just make up stuff. All right, Jim. Listen, so your thoughts on this Detroit game?
I thought Ralph was going to go through the whole schedule when he had his turn. I would say, hey, listen, Detroit got all the talent in the world, but they got a meathead for a coach. Always said Dan Campbell, good coach. The guy's a meathead. He had two great coordinators. He lost.
Rob Reiner.
Yeah. Hey, listen, they got a heck of a running game, Lou. The fans in Detroit love it, but don't forget it's been since 1957 since they won a world championship. That's when Bobby Lane put the curse on, said they won't win for another 50 years, and it's been 68 years. That's a cursed franchise, and as long as Dan Meathead Campbell is calling the offensive play, Pittsburgh Steelers got a chance to upset them.
All right, it's going to be tough because they're a desperate team, Jim. They need every single one of these games because right now they're probably out of the playoffs and they'll be playing very desperate.
And believe it or not, they're behind the Bears and the Packers.
Well, I mean, we knew the Packers were going to be good, even though they had that big loss with Parsons.
Yeah. That division's like our division. It's kind of like
that division is good. Ralph.
Oh no, it's better. It's better, a little bit better than ours. But
a lot
better.
They don't have a Cleveland Brown. They don't have a Cleveland Browns in their division.
No, they don't.
All four of those teams are good. And
still, it's kind of it's a mishmash of teams.
And if the Vikings didn't get rid of their quarterback, it really would be a battle for all those guys.
Oh yeah, they got major egg on their face on that one.
Yeah, so they may be looking at Tua because they got to do something with the quarterback position. Justin Jefferson's not happy, so we'll see. All right, let's jump into this Detroit game. I think we hit this Miami game. Gosh, your thoughts as far as Jared Goff? Solid quarterback, not elite in my opinion. He's paid like an elite guy, but he can be rattled. He can throw some picks. He's not going to be very mobile. He's going to be a sitting duck if they could put some pressure on him. All right, I'll let you jump in. Claudia, your thoughts on this Detroit game?
Jim, I guess they won't let the Italian guy talk about the Miami game. But as far as Detroit... Real quick, Miami game, I thought Miami had I liked the play calling at the beginning, but the Steelers had an answer for everything. I'm just writing some notes during the game. I like Miami's play calling, but Steelers' execution was better. Aaron Rodgers still has it. They don't need to worry about next year a draft pick for the quarterback first round. Keep Rodgers. Gainwell, and I say it all the time, and Jim will remember, Lawrence McCutcheon, number 30 out of Colorado State for the LA Rams from 73 to 77, was either he was in the top 3 backs in the NFC, top 5 NFL in rushing for those 5 years. And he was big out of the backfield, averaging about 10-7 a catch. So, but I give the Steelers a lot of credit. That was their best game I think they played all year. And like Jim said, they haven't peaked yet. And like Mark Brentley said, they didn't grab and punch. They tackled. So they did a great job. As for Detroit, I think Jared Goff could play elite. He's not elite, but he has some games that he plays elite. And I like their running game. I like Gibbs and Montgomery. Gibbs has got 1,100 yards. I don't know how many touches. He's got about 5.5 a carry. Montgomery's 4.7 a carry. He's got 635 yards, whereas Gibbs has 200 carries, 1,100 yards, and Montgomery has 136 carries. So they're going to share the load. They're going to want to run the ball and have Goff throw when he wants to, not because he has to. I like their receiver. St. Brown has 94 receptions. He's top 5 in the NFL in receptions. He's big time. Jameson Williams isn't bad, but their tight ends don't get a lot of credit. Laporta is not bad. Plus, I think he's an Italian guy, so that helps. But Gibbs and Montgomery out of the backfield are pretty dangerous. So Gibbs and Montgomery are going to play a big factor, obviously, not only running the ball, but catching out of the backfield. The only thing that I don't like about Detroit is their defense. Hutchinson's pretty good, and their linebacker Campbell's good. Other than that, they're very inconsistent. So the Steelers can definitely do some damage there. I like the play calling. Finally, I'm going to give Aaron Rodgers more of that credit than Smith, and I would start Gainwell. This isn't time to fool around. As Jim said, they haven't peaked yet. You talk about this guy playing well, this guy's not playing well. Has he earned the right to play again? Whoever's playing well, keep them in, because there's nobody that dominant this year. I know we're going to do our top 5, and like Buffalo women looks great. Then they lose. So anything can happen this year. But I like the way they played against Miami. That was their best game. They played 60 minutes, as I believe Rome said. And then Detroit's going to be a tough game, though. Very tough game. So I think we're really going to see who the Steelers are at the Detroit game.
Okay. Good points. Laporta is out for the year, though. He's on the IR. But,
I didn't know that. Thank you.
But I agree. The running back tandem of Gibbs and Montgomery, that's probably one of the best backfield tandems in the game. And Jameson Williams, 4.3 speed. St. Brown, he's a monster, catches a lot of passes. Like you said, I'm not impressed with their defense at all. They just gave up 41 last week. Now, the Rams are one of the best offenses, but Detroit doesn't have much defensively. All right, Big Rome, your thoughts?
Detroit is Pittsburgh is a 6.5-point underdogs at this point, which I find it seems a lot bigger than I thought it would be coming out. But there is one stat that surprises me. Detroit is 15-0 after a loss. Their last 15 games that they lost, they won the exact same game afterwards. So I find that interesting. The thing that really concerns me about this game as far as matchups, especially with Pierre being being questionable as of right now, coming back, and Herbig has a hamstring right now. He's questionable. Their wide receivers are going to put us to the test, and I would like to see how we will come about and game plan for it, because we went up against several top-notch wide receivers at different times, and I don't know if we dealt with speed like this on this level.
Absolutely.
I'll be interested to see how the game plan will be to be able to, add pressure. Are we going to blitz up the middle like we did surprisingly last game? We added that wrinkle a little bit. I was surprised, happily surprised, mind you, but I think that all things being equal, our defense needs to really step up in order for us to have a chance this game.
Okay. All right, Ralph, your thoughts?
Well, Goff's not exactly a greatest quarterback. He's a reasonable quarterback, but you know what? That running game is going to be the scary part. They have to stop that running game, and they have to be tight on defense. They can't have penalties. if they play the game they played this week against Miami, against Detroit, they can win this game. Special teams, they got to start burying some of these teams on the 10-yard line, 20-yard line. They're giving up too many yards. Teams are starting at the 40-yard line all the time, and it's getting kind of old. And for Danny Smith to be one of the best in the league to start at the 40-yard line, that to me doesn't classify the best in the league as far as special teams goes. And we'll see from there. Skoranek has to quit getting penalties on the special teams as well, and setting us back. He's the captain now because Kennebrews out for the year, so he has to stop getting penalties. He had a couple in the game against Miami. They have to play a clean game. They have to play this game right, and they have to let Dan Campbell, the gambler, eat it on fourth down. If they let him make him eat it on fourth down, I think they win this game.
Okay. All right. Fillmore.
Man, the person that scares me the most for Detroit is Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah.
Amon-Ra St. Brown is like Hines Ward with better speed and better route running. He's a tough guy. He blocks hard. The reason why the running game is so successful because him and Jameson, they block. They get physical. And because they get physical, I can see JPJ having a 100-yard penalty game.
100 yards. That's come on, man.
Hey, he's going. I'm a
Nobody's
little bit
put a touchdown on him yet, though.
It's a little tongue in cheek there, but man, he's going to get maybe 2 or 3 significant flags because he's going to be watching Amon-Ra. Jameson Jameson. He is fast. He got him and Gibbs. Those two, they skedaddle.
They got track speed for sure.
Yeah, and they're playing indoors, so that's going to be tough for us, man. We're not going to be able to play Detroit like we played Miami and like we played Indianapolis. We basically said we're selling out to the run, and then we're going to allow these quarterbacks to beat us. Well, Jared Goff is better than both of those quarterbacks.
True.
Now, he may not be elite status, but he's maybe a notch below Dak Prescott. And with the way those receivers get open, they could put up some points. And if we don't match them on offense, which I hope they carry over because they were on a roll, man. They scored in like 4. The Steelers scored in 4 straight possessions.
Right. They were rolled.
If we can get on that type of roll, which I believe we can, playing against a poor banged up defense, then we got a shot because I believe our defense can make a play where their defense can't.
Good points, Fillmore.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right.
And he might not be too far off in that 100-yard penalty either.
Oh man, you want to try.
Hey, listen. He has the
60 yards. He ain't had 50
fifth
yards.
least amount of penalty yards out of all the quarterbacks. This is a facetious thing that's going on here. I'm gonna check the stats, but this is what I heard last week. So this thing about him just having all types of penalties, y'all far off base with that, man.
Yeah. I mean,
not this week.
We know he's handsy. He is handsy. We know that.
Okay.
He's handsy, but does he get the penalties? There's a difference.
Yes.
He gets more penalties, but if you look at the top cornerbacks, he's behind all those guys. Patrick Surtain. I'm going to pull that list off. Guys,
now, Patrick Surtain's probably the worst culprit on that whole list.
He's
probably
one
definitely
of the best. If you're going against the Jamar Chases and matching up with these guys, you're going to get some penalties. Otherwise, you're going to get beat. So I don't mind a penalty here and there. The thing is, he didn't give up a touchdown yet. He still hasn't given up a touchdown yet. And he made the play of the game against the Ravens. Real quick, Turbo Duran. What's up, Turbo Duran? When old Aaron retires, your Steelers can get Tua. Oh gosh, the quarterback making millions of dollars for nothing. No, Tua. No, there's no Tua here. Tua, he should get on with his life's work. He has the concussion issues, and now he's fearful to throw it deep. He got to move on. As you see, he loses confidence immediately. He was rolling. Soon as Asante Samuel got that interception, he was scared to throw it down deep again. When you start having that, he's scared to get hit. You got to get him out of here. And the Dolphins know it. They're starting Quinn Ewers from Texas the rest of the season because they know that too is finished. His career is over in Miami. And it probably should be done in the NFL because he doesn't have it. And he got too many health issues, too many health scares, man. I don't need to see him down on the carpet, fingers bent. That's just a bad sight to see. Again, number to call, 412-530-5063. Smoker Jim, did you want to get into this last segment as far as Detroit? Anything you want to add? I know you always feel left out because you won't stream in when you're on your phone. Anything else you want to say, Jim?
Yeah, I definitely thought y'all forgot about me, but I don't know what Jared Goff got to do to be considered elite. 3,900 yards, 250 touchdown passes, 5 seasons with over 4,000 yards, 4-time Pro Bowler. 2 years ago, led the NFL in touchdown passes with 37. So I don't know what you got to do.
How about winning the playoffs, Jim? How about winning the playoffs?
I don't know what you got to do to be elite in your eyes, Luke, but that sounds like elite to me.
You would not take them in your top 10 quarterbacks, Jim. Top 5 for sure you wouldn't. Top 5, maybe 10, 11. He's working around that. He's not top 5.
What?
I wouldn't put him in my top 5. He'd be working at 10 or 11.
Would you take him for the Pittsburgh Steelers next year?
Of course. Of course. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback, but he's not a guy that has proven he could win at the elite level, Jim. He's surrounded by talent.
Now you add words to it.
I said he's not. Listen, top 11 is not bad, Jim. He's just not elite. He doesn't have the strongest arm. He doesn't read defense as well. He doesn't run.
He doesn't read defense as well. He did it with 2 different teams.
Well, listen, the Rams traded him for a reason. And since he's been at Detroit, what did he do? He had a great season and lost in the first round when they were 15-1. So, like I said, Jim, he hasn't done it at the elite level. Oh my God, we're not talking this cursed bull crap, Jim. He hasn't gotten it done.
Hilarious.
Put a little voodoo to do on you.
Put a little voodoo on your phone so you can stream in like the rest of us. That's what we want to happen, Jim.
Hey, it would be amazing. It would be amazing, and it would be a heck of an upset if the Pittsburgh Steelers was able to go into Detroit at this point in the season and come away with a victory. It would be amazing.
All right, we got Lori in here with a question. I'll let you go first. Have the Steelers done enough to develop a modern offense, or are they still trying to win with a defensive formula that no longer dominates the league? Oh, Jim, nice question, Lori. I'll let you go first, Jim.
That's smoking, Jim. But anyhow,
crying, Jim. Because you cry all the damn time on this show. Go ahead, crying, Jim.
Hey, listen, I believe in old school, man. I think a team that'll go to the running game would dominate in the National Football League. The offensive linemen, if you get them in the mindset where they're moving people off the ball against their will, I think that still works. I've seen some things with the Artie Smith offense run in the last few weeks that I like. He can control the game through short passing game. I like how he's getting the biggies involved, and I definitely think you can do it. And I think the team, and Fulmore backed me up on this, I think any team that goes after the all-black colleges and bring in kick returners and punt returners is going to set the league on fire. They got guys that can return. We got Kelvin Austin as blind as a bat. This guy can't. I mean, he's the worst
Come on,
punt returner
Jim.
we ever had down here. He's the worst. There's 100 guys in the black colleges that can't get a shot that'll run rings around this guy, man. You cannot, and like Ralph said, you cannot continuously give up field position because of your special teams. And we give up field position with Kelvin Austin back there.
Listen, he hasn't been great since he's got back returning. He's not the worst. He's
I've said it for years. The Steelers need a kick returner. They need to either go in the draft and get one, or get a free agent and do something. For years, I've been saying that.
Listen, he's adequate. He's nothing special, but there's not a lot of great returners, and you can count on a handful how many great returners there are in the league right now. That's not going to make or break you.
Colleges, bring them in.
I knew you would. I knew you would find a way to bring Calvin Austin. Listen, he had a great block on DK Metcalf's touchdown. So he's doing some things. He's learning.
And Aaron Rodgers told him to get back on the bench.
Hey, listen, he didn't have any passes. But speaking of receivers, Thielen and MVS. One thing they've done, it seems like Aaron Rodgers is playing with a lot more confidence. He knows these veteran receivers are going to be in the right place. They're not going to be running around. And Jim, another before we go to the next one, you said by the end of the season, we'd be talking about Roman Wilson as the number 1 and DK as the number 2. Well, right now, Roman Wilson has been deactivated for 2 weeks in a row. So that's another L for you, Jim. Just take that. Another L, clearly. So, guys, same question to you. Have the Steelers done enough to develop a modern offense, or are they still trying to win a defensive formula that no one dominates the league? Big Ro, you want to jump in on this?
I think it's a split question because both are different. Like, both can be right at the same time. I think that the Steelers, they're doing the best that they can with what they have. We have better talent at certain positions. I think we'll be able to be a little bit more explosive. Last week notwithstanding. I like what they did last week. Can they do it for the rest of the season? Only time will tell. If you look at the most dangerous teams in the league right now, it's the teams that have a defense that you can fear. We're talking about Denver. Denver's defense is out of control. You're talking about Seattle. Seattle's defense is out of control. There's some teams that's out there that you really have to look at to be like, who's the one that's going to give us the most problems? In December, in January, the ball slows down a little bit. You can't whip it like you used to, especially on a lot of these outside playing teams.
Good point. Good point.
So you can't really say that defense no longer dominates the league. We didn't dominate the league when it was warm, but if it's cold and we got the hogs up front in order to stop the run, and we got cornerback play that can do the job that they're supposed to do, and we got safety work, we can make some moves out there. So I think both can be true at the same time.
Okay. Anybody else want to jump in on that, Fillmore?
I think it's if we don't have Aaron Rodgers, our offense stinks. That's just my opinion right now.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, of course, you got to have the quarterback.
Yeah, you got to.
But I do think they have some pieces. I love their tight ends.
I heard we're trading a couple of draft picks for Phillip Rivers. That's what I heard for next year.
Fillmore, Claudio.
Look, Phillip Rivers, okay, he came back in the league for one reason, okay, and that's for health insurance.
Kids.
All them kids.
He got so after 5 years, the league stopped paying health insurance, and he's on year 5 right now. And I think all the 10 kids are under the age of 25. So, and he just became a grandpa. He came back for the insurance. Just to let y'all know, that's
maybe that's why Cam Newton is so mad that he got to come back and he didn't get the call. Cam Newton's been going off. All those kids.
Absolutely. That is the reason why. No, man. We still have to remember it's still longer the 80s and 90s where the running back is the lead person on the team, where Emmitt Smith and Barry Sanders and Walter Payton is going to take you to the promised land. It is a quarterback-driven league, man.
Thanks.
It is a quarterback-driven league. And for the fact that, I'm going to deviate just for a second, for the fact that Mike Tomlin has taken Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph, goddamn Mitchell Trubisky, Russell Wilson and Justin Fields to the playoffs, and none of them are starting right now. that's a testament to Mike Tomlin's coaching. I'm sorry, call it what you want.
Well,
Because
Pickett might be starting this weekend because Geno has been so bad. He's the only one though, and that's by default.
And that's by default. No, they don't want him to. They
That's
just have to.
work. That's Hall of Fame work right there. I feel you on that, Phil.
So Aaron Rodgers he was, no matter if we wanted him or didn't want him, he was the best option left at that time. He's the best option left right now.
He's playing lights out. He's playing lights out these last two games.
24 touchdowns, 7 picks?
Yeah.
So that's right now. When's the last time we had that?
And we're 64% in the red zone this year.
Yeah.
When was the last time we were 64% in the red zone scoring touchdowns?
That's the key. That's key.
So
nobody does a tush push better than Aaron Rodgers. Hands in his pocket and just push first down.
Yeah. And Connor Hayward's good at the Wildcat.
He's hands in the back. I'm like, can he at least get to the line of scrimmage to take one guy out of there? Otherwise, you're going 10 versus 11. Get one guy out of the box. You can still play first down.
Hey, look, I want one time. I want to leave them in there because they're going to have to plan for the formation shift. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, Rodgers is he's ready. So leave him out there. Leave him out there because they're going to have to plan for that.
All right, let's go to the phone lines. We got it's LD. LD, what's going on, LD?
I just want to say something about the upcoming game.
All right.
I think that Steelers must run the ball.
Okay.
One reason I say that eats up the clock. On the other hand, the Steelers have to stop the run. Detroit, if they get that running game going, they'll score a lot of points. And the other thing I'd like to see the Steelers do on kickoff returns, they never break anything. You know, the ball is always brought out to the 30 to 35. No long returns or anything. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, that's a good point. I think Ralph had mentioned that earlier. They're one of the few teams that have both of their two start running backs returning their kickoff return. You see Gainwell and Warren back there. They can't put the rookie Caleb Johnson anymore because he'll let the ball go in the end zone for a touchdown. So yeah, I definitely would like to see an upgrade.
And they could bring back Barry Switzer, the waiver. You know,
Ryan Switzer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel you on that, LD. I wish they would upgrade that, but they don't get a lot of returns on that. What else you got for us, LD?
Gainwell, I think he should start the game. If you look at him and Rodgers, they really connect. Gainwell knows how to get open, and our quarterback can get the ball to him. It's just that he knows the game, and him and the quarterback seem to be on the same page a whole lot. And at the beginning of the game, that's important because you have chances to maybe score a quick one. You want to take advantage of it.
Good point, LD. He started last game.
Pardon me?
Yeah, Gainwell started last game against the Dolphins. Warren was a little under the weather, but he started last game, and he balled out 80 yards rushing, 40 yards passing. I mean, he was the leading rusher, second leading receiver with 46 yards receiving, 80 yards rushing. So you're definitely right. He's getting the bulk. Go ahead.
Yeah, Gainwell should start just to make sure they get off to a good start.
Okay.
Playing in a foreign territory, they need all the breaks they can get.
Good point, LD. Good point. So give me a prediction on that. Give me a prediction on the game.
I think the Steelers will win, but it's going to be a real close game. But I think the Steelers will win by 3 points.
Okay. All right, LD.
Enjoy the show.
What'd you say?
I enjoy the show every week.
All right, thanks, LD.
Thank you, LD.
Appreciate that. All right, let's jump into our predictions real quick, and you can put in the chat too what you guys think prediction wise. Smoking Jim, before you start crying again. Score, give us your top 5. By the way, 3 of the teams you've been saying all year have no chance to make the playoffs. Just so you're aware, Jim. So
Well,
go.
again, it will be a miracle for the Pittsburgh Steelers to win on the road at this time of year against Detroit. So our prediction is Pittsburgh 34, Detroit 32. And then that's
You just say the same. You just recycle. We could have played that same score last week, Jim. All right.
my top 5. You got to put the Pittsburgh Steelers in there because of Cook, the left tackle. I'm saying
Because of Cook.
Tripping, man.
I think Seattle is so underrated. You got to put them in there. How about the Rams in Seattle on Thursday night?
That's the game.
That's going to be a good game. Yeah.
The University of Texas is going to blow out Michigan, so you may want to put them in there. They got NFL players. But I would say too. Well, I can't put Green Bay in there because our franchise blew itself up. $188 million blow up. I would have to say I can't say Denver. I'm fighting against Denver.
Why are you fighting against Denver?
Yeah, I'm fighting against Denver. But I'm going to tell you what. I got to put the and Big Rome was talking about it, but he left these guys out. The best defensive football is Houston Texans. And the way they're playing on offense right now, you got to put them up there.
You read about that?
And
Only wants 5.
What you say?
Jim can't count. When we say he gives us 10 teams, you know that.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
You know he kept 5 with the alphabet. You know,
Right.
5 A, B, and
A,
Z.
B, and C, D.
Hey, Fillmore, when we would say the top 10 heavyweights, he'd have like 19.
Right. With an A, B, C, and a D on there.
Spinks was good. I like Spinks.
All right, Big Ron. Why don't you give us your score and give us your power rankings real quick?
As much as I hate to say it, I don't think the Steelers are going to win this game. I think that with the injuries that we have, and if they do come back, they're going to be coming back limping. I think their defense is not going to be able to keep up. I think that the Lions will win, let's say, 31-26. My power rankings are as follows. I got the New England Patriots at number 5. I got the Houston Texans at number 4. Seattle Seahawks at number 3. Denver Broncos at number 2. You got to give it up for the LA Rams at number 1.
Okay. Like that. All right. Ralph, what you got for us?
Well, I'm going to do like Smoke and Jim here. It's a pattern. Last week I said 24-21 Steelers. This week I'm going to do the same thing. I think we win on Boswell's last-minute field goal. That's where I think we win this week. So
okay,
I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do the same score every week. So there you go. So you don't have to ask me. It's rubbing off on me from Smoke.
Oh man,
34-32. So anyway,
no, say it ain't so.
All right. Okay. Let's go with Seattle at number 5. Let's go with Denver at number 4. Let's go with New England at number 3. And then we have the Eagles. I still say the Eagles are in this at number 2. And that's that Philadelphia fever rubbing off on me there. The city of brotherly love. They've treated me with some brotherly love. So there you go. And so anyway, and my number 1 team right now is the LA Rams. The Rams seem like they're on a roll, and I think they're gonna do well in the NFC, moving along, and that's my 5.
Okay. All right, Fillmore, what you got?
Hey, one I got I do have the Miami Dolphins pulling this game away 31-24. And that 24 is going to come late and then come back, and then it's going to be
Lions.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the Lions. Thank you. The
Yeah,
Lions.
you gotta
The
yell
Lions
right
going to
there.
win.
All right.
Just say the
apologize.
line.
Jim is
The
rubbing off on
Lions.
everybody.
Yeah.
Gotta do the
The Lions
Pittsburgh
are going
East
to win
man line.
31-24. Yeah,
That
the
Jim
Lions.
CTE is contagious, boy.
But my top 5, man. I'm gonna go NFC West heavy right now. So 5 is the 49ers. Okay, that's 5. We got 4. I got Buffalo at 4.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, you're the first
I
one to have
got-
Buffalo in there. Yep.
Man, look, you got to give it to them, man. I have Seattle at 3,
Okay.
and I got the Patriots at 2. And I got the Rams at 1. 2
Okay.
divisions.
Got you. All right. Claudia, what you got for us?
I'm going to say Cleveland 32 and Pittsburgh. I got Detroit 32, Pittsburgh 26. Everybody made some great points today, but I'm going with Detroit. And again, we joke what Fillmore said, but I have a feeling they're going to be going deep, and the hands of Stone's going to get some penalties this week. So I'm going 32-26 Detroit. As far as power rankings, New England 5. I guess I'm going to go with Seattle 4, Denver 3, Buffalo 2, because they can explode. Man, they'll be losing 32-0. They'll come back and win somehow. But I'm going with Buffalo 2, and I'm going with the Rams number 1.
Facts. Hey, listen, as we go back to this game, man, I think it's going to be tough for the Steelers to win this just because Detroit, this is it. They lose this, they're pretty much stick a fork in them. They have to win the rest of the year. I think they will. They're at home. I think they'll win this one 30-24. They're going to put up some points. They just have too many weapons on offense, and I think our defense is going to struggle with stopping both of those guys on a run, and then St. Brown working the middle of the field and Williams going deep. I think we're going to have some issues there, so I'm going to say that's Detroit. My top 5. I got Buffalo. The Bills, I think they can really come out of the AFC. Their nemesis isn't in there, being KC, so that works out well for them. I think they can beat most of the teams in the AFC. Number 4, I got Seattle. That defense is tough, like you guys said. They got a great receiver, Smith and Jigba. Solid running game, but the defense carries them. None of you guys have Philly? Philly's the defending Super Bowl
I
champion.
said Philly.
What?
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
They look horrible.
I got them number 3. I think they're just buying their time, and when the playoffs start, they're going to be running right now. Barkley hasn't really got loose this year, and I think he will be able to do that in the playoffs. If they can keep A.J. Brown under control, reading his books and not sabotaging his quarterback, I think he'll be okay. Number 2, I got Denver. That defense is real deal legit, and Bo Nix is starting to make plays with both his legs and his
Fool's goal.
yeah,
Denver's fool's goal.
He's making play. Ryan Clark said that's the reason Parsons tore his ACL, according to Ryan Clark. But number 1, I'm agreeing with you guys. The LA Rams are playing. Only thing is, Devontae Adams just hurt his hamstring.
Yeah.
So that's a big loss. It depends on how long that lingers. But I have them number 1. I got to see how their offense looks. But Puka Nacua, Matthew Stafford, they have a good running game, make just enough plays on defense. I'm agreeing with you guys. I got them number 1. Any final thoughts, man? A lot of quarterbacks are in the transfer portal. I don't know. Pitt, it looks like Pitt's quarterback is still staying there, but for now, so we'll see. Joe, any final thoughts? Joe, I'm gonna just stop at. Then when I try to get you, it's no. All right, Big Rome.
I don't really have any thoughts on because they're usually not good. They have a I was about to call him Raviola. The guy that played for Nebraska.
Dylan
Rayola,
Rayola?
the one that looked like Mahomes Jr.
Pat Mahomes, right?
Yeah, he looked like Pat Mahomes Jr. He's pretty much the top of that stock, and I never thought anything of him. His brother left the program. His uncle got fired, so it's only natural that he's going to leave. but I don't foresee anything spectacular when it comes to these transfer portals because there hasn't been anybody top notch as of yet. Now, Underwood, they didn't say anything about him coming from Michigan yet, so
he needs to leave.
As a fan, no, he needs to stay.
Oh.
Watch your mouth and control your tone about my team.
He needs to leave, man.
Watch your mouth and control your tone when you're talking about my team.
I
can still reach you, Butch. I'm not messing with you right now.
I'm right here.
I'll see you tomorrow.
We
can talk about it personally tomorrow if you keep it a bean.
Transfer now, Underwood.
Keep running your mouth.
You got
like I said, as long as we don't lose any of our recruits, we'll be square. Don't even worry about it.
Hilarious.
Ohio State, all those guys. Penn State might beat them next year, man. Stick a fork in Michigan, bro.
Put something on it. I hear you talking. Put something on it.
I ain't putting nothing on Penn State.
Okay, keep your mouth closed because you don't believe it in your heart.
Hey, not Penn State. Hey, Ohio State, we can do that.
You don't believe it in the heart. Ohio State just won for the first time in 4 years. What you talking about?
We had a last year.
We had a freshman quarterback playing.
And y'all folded. And
they ain't beat us by 50.
You're the laughing stock of sports media right now, bro.
It don't matter what we are. It matters what we put on the field, and that's how it's always been.
Yeah,
You're talking about Ohio State.
There's
a reason why Penn State don't play us. We could bring it up. There's a reason why Penn State don't play us. And Ohio State and all of my Ohio State friends, their heart beats every single game that we play them because they know. It's only a matter of time. You got this year because we got a freshman quarterback.
This year, Big Rome.
You got a freshman quarterback. Y'all got this year. I bet you they heart beating for next year.
All right.
We almost got your coach fired. So we can talk about it if you want to. If he ain't win the whole thing last year, he wouldn't even be there.
And if
he's underperforming,
you know what they say. If it was a fifth, we'd all be.
Yeah, that's
you know.
Don't give me no mess.
We can talk about them days too.
We can talk about them.
We're gonna leave them where they are.
Hey, we ain't gonna go there, but
no, we aren't.
No, we ain't. But you gotta get off
lose.
bandwagon. All right, Philma, what you got? Final thoughts?
Man, real quick, man. There's only two quarterbacks in my opinion, man. The kid from Florida, DJ
Lagway.
Yeah, DJ Lagway, and the kid from Cincinnati, Brendan Sorsby. Now, Sorsby, if he mess around and he goes to Alabama or Oregon, you count that young man among the top of the race for the Heisman. He's a dual threat quarterback. He can throw the ball, he can run the ball, and he's a big guy. So you put him in the right system, he's going to be the name that we're going to be echoing that we should have been talking about Arch Manning about, but we stopped after week 2. So he's going to Brendan Sorsby. Remember that name from Cincinnati, man. If you go to the right program, if you go to Oregon, because Oregon, Alabama, and Indiana, they're losing their quarterbacks. You put him in any one of those programs, he'll be the man.
Okay. All right. Let's go, Claudio, Ralph.
I hate to break up his football monotonous here, but today the Pittsburgh Penguins were sold. They are sold to a firm in Chicago, the Hoffman family, and I understand Lemieux and Barker are back into the fold a little bit more than what Fenway had them doing. Okay. And we're going to see what the Penguins do moving forward.
All right.
Okay. All right. Claudio?
How much does Jim own it? What percentage did Jim put in?
Zero.
I put $1 in, Claudia.
As far as the quarterbacks are concerned, I really don't feel strong that any of them, I know some of them, probably 3 or 4 of them are going to go first round next year. I don't think any of them are solid for sure first round picks just yet. That's just me.
Okay.
I like Mendoza from Indiana.
He's the only one.
Nettie and all them there. Yeah.
Remember at the beginning of the year, they were talking about all these quarterbacks. This is going to be the great draft. And now
Mendoza was the one that's kind of snuck up in there.
Right. And all right, the transfer quarterbacks, you guys didn't mention Sam Levitt from Arizona State. I think he's a solid quarterback. Look for him. And then you mentioned Brendan Sorsby, DJ Lagway. I think those are key guys to look out. Aiden Childs from Michigan State. I think he can help a team. So we'll see.
Luther, I mean, do you think these guys are? I mean, obviously, some of them are going to go in the first round, but are you that sure that they're going to be impact quarterbacks?
At the college level,
I'm talking about in the pros. In the pros,
I'm not sold on any of these guys.
I couldn't tell you.
At the beginning of the year, I wasn't really sold on any of these quarterbacks.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about for the draft next year.
Their quarterback of the future. I said this draft's not that great, but we'll see. They, hopefully they don't reach, but we'll see. This transfer portal keeps it interesting,
right?
So we'll see. Hey, I want to thank all the calls, and make sure you definitely go to Steel City Sports World, support our mission. For Smoking Jim, Big Rome, Ralph, Claudio, Fillmore. Check you out next time. Hit the website. We'll talk to you next time. Peace.